What's that you say? A new cosplay? Woo! Yep, that's right. We're starting a new cosplay today. Hi, hello, and welcome to the Fluffy Tail household, where there's nothing but good fuzzy vibes here. So today I'm going to start on a new cosplay, one that I've been wanting to do for a while. As you know, or as you may not know, I am kind of a big Legend of Zelda fan. I'm not like huge on the other games, more of like the GameCube games. As you can see, I have Legend of Zelda Wind Waker for GameCube, and also Twilight Princess for GameCube. I don't know what happened to the case of this one. That's a whole different story for another day. Regardless, Wind Waker is one of my favorite Zelda games. Twilight Princess does take a first, but Wind Waker is a definite second. And out of all the characters in Wind Waker that I love, Medli is my favorite. I just think she's so cute. I love her little like aesthetic, and she's just such a fun character. Even when you get to co-op with her, like I felt so bad throwing her into a wall because she would get all dizzy with stars around her, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, girl. Like, it was the best time, and if I could replay this game again, like for the first time ever, I'm pretty sure it would bring me just as much joy as it does now. And yeah, so that's what we're working on today. For now, we're just gonna focus on the wig, ears, nose, and she has a little like a headband. So we're gonna focus only on those things today. And then next video, we're gonna do the costume. And then after that, we're gonna focus on her harp. But otherwise, let's get started. Let's go. To start off with the wig preparations, I'm going to wash the front part. I styled the bangs for another cosplay, and I don't cosplay that character anymore, so I'm going to just wash it up, just this front section. The rest of this is fine. I barely wore this wig for like maybe a few hours tops. Again, the rest of it is fine. I'm just going to wash this front section just to get out all the hair product that I put into it. And then we will go from there. I really want to crimp this wig, and I really want to make it fluffy enough. I don't need a lot of heavy styling, but yeah. I'm also going to add, if you guys want to know how to wash your wigs properly, just add a little bit of laundry detergent. Just a little bit, not a lot. If you want to soften them up or get rid of the shine, you can add fabric softener. You really don't have to. I think the laundry detergent does enough. But yeah, that's what we're going with, and that is the plan. Alright, all I did was I just kind of brushed it out and got all the wet spots with a hairdryer. Now I'm going to crimp each little section. I'm not going to make it too big. I'm not really good at crimping. It's kind of my first time crimping a full wig, so we'll see how it goes. Again, it shouldn't be too bad. Her hair is pretty straight. It's not very voluminous. I'm just doing this just to add just a little poof to the pigtail. I crimped the whole thing. I just need to brush it out and part this part. Other than that, the back piece just goes in a really long pigtail and the end is curved. So I'm going to have to figure that out in a bit, but right now I'm going to put the crimper away because I no longer need it. So as you can see, I gathered up all the hair into the zip tie. The zip tie was already cut, so I just used what I had, but it works perfectly. I didn't make it too tight to the base. This wig should still go on my head. My head's pretty small, so it should be fine. And if I have to cut it off, I have to cut it off, you know, no big deal. But I think it's good. And I think I did a pretty good job of the crimping, you guys. Like, it looks really nice. So now I'm going to focus on the bangs. I'm going to leave this part long just in case. But yeah, I'm just going to focus on the bangs right now. Okay. I parted the wig. It doesn't need to be an exact middle. I think it's kind of cute with a little bit more off to the side. And I got the two little long ends. So these will go around my ears. And I think I'm going to either steam this or I'm going to hit this with a lot of hairspray. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I just want it to stay this way. So maybe steam would be the best. Steam would be the best just for this piece in general to make it stay where I want it to stay. So I'm going to go get the steamer and we're going to do that. I just tried to get what I could. I'm going to leave it like this and just kind of let it dry, let it do its thing. It is a little damp, so I'll just let it sit that way. The steam worked out really good. I did hit it with some hairspray to make the fibers stick together more. But otherwise, I think it's good. And then I'm also going to sew like a little headband in between. I'm not using this wig for anything else, so if things get glued or sewn to it, that's totally fine with me. The last thing I need to do to this wig is make the yellow bands for this part to cover up the zip tie, and then I need to curl the end and just make it just a little bit, like not too much, but yeah. So that's what I'm going to do, is curl the end and cut off this excess. It doesn't need to be a full-on curl, but just curly enough to where it's like cute little curly cue at the end. There you go. I think that looks good. And the hair fibers that are kind of like crusty really help it stick together. Okay, I have some ears that I bought not too long ago. They're nothing special. All I want to do is paint them a little bit paler. My skin is not this tan, or like, it's like a cream color. My skin is not that color. So I'm going to try to match it as close as I can to my skin. And then I'm going to hit it with some metallic white, just like on the edges and stuff, to give it a little bit of depth. And I have like white, like kind of makeup that it's kind of like iridescent white sparkly. So I want it to match the makeup when I do this look. it may be hard to tell, but like when the light hits it a certain way, it does shine that pearlescent color. I think these are really good. I'm gonna seal them off. I kind of like that they're patchy because honestly, my skin is patchy. And it makes it feel more realistic. It feels more like skin tone-ish than just like plain color. And I know once I add on the makeup and stuff, I can match the color of this. So I'm gonna put on a layer of Mod Podge to seal it up, which is what I did before I did the paint. Always put a layer of Mod Podge and just seal it up. Like, look how cute this turned out. What? It's so cute. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it worked out great. I think once I sew the headband on, it'll look even better. That's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to measure out the headband, where it goes, and then I'm going to like sew it to the inside of the wig, but I might sew some of this just so it's out of my face. So I'm going to use the mirror in front of me. I have this cord. I used it, I believe, for Agatha, if the video will focus. Maybe not. Well, it's like a mint green color, but I used it for Agatha for trim, and I thought it would just look good as like a simple headband. It actually looks really cute. And I will be adding stuff onto it. I'll be sewing it in. So let me measure it. I don't want it too tight. I think right here it's pretty good. Yeah, because I don't want it too tight. And I think right here. So I got this piece, which I need to sew and mark. And I need to sew some things in the middle of it. And then I'll put it on my head. This may be hard to see, but what I did is I sewed a little red ribbon onto the end. And then I put glue E6000 on the end. I have a window cracked. I really don't like using E6000 in the house, but I can't really go outside right now. So I'm going to do the same on the other end. And then I'm going to sew just a little piece of red and a little piece of gold in the middle. And then that'll be it for that, and I'll sew it to the wig. Turned out really good. I had to like sew it up a bit and it was too hard to film. I just couldn't get the right angle for it, but this part is done and the last part I have to do is the nose. So for the nose piece, I decided to bend this wire. It's gonna go on my nose like this and it's gonna sit there. I am gonna have some face tape probably up here to tape it down. I do not want to be gluing anything to my face. I've tried that in the past. I'm actually allergic to the latex stuff now, and I just don't want to be gluing stuff to my face. So I want to make it like a little mask situation where the nose is just kind of sitting on top of this wire structure. Nothing too fancy, and I think that's what I'm going to go with. Now, this is the pattern I came up with. Your pattern might not be the same. I was fitting this to where my nose sits, and this bottom piece is going to go around. I'm just going to sew it on, and then after I'm done, I'm just going to create like little beak holes out of paint. But yeah, I'm just going to blanket stitch it on, and then I'm going to stitch it to this little metal piece. That's cute. That's cute. I like it. I just need to do little beak holes. But otherwise it stays on my nose pretty good. I am really stuffed up today, so if I sound horrible, I am sorry. But I think it looks good. I think it looks not too big, not too small. I think it's kind of cute. I can shape it around my nose, and the clip really helps. So I'm going to draw the beak holes, and we're going to put this aside. These are cute. I don't have it all the way on my nose, but it looks pretty good. I like it. On to the next task. Well, the last task. It might get a little messed up back here from time to time, but I just wanted to make sure that this was on here pretty good. It looks really cute. I'm really happy with it. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with that, and yeah, this is all done. And that is a wrap, you guys. It is all finished. We got the wig done, we got the ears, the beak, and the headband. And that's it for this video. Tune in next week for the main build, which would be the costume build. I do this build series with various cosplays, and I like to start off with the wig and headpieces first, and then move on to the costume, and lastly the accessories or whatever else is left. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you guys will like this cosplay. Alright, bye guys!